This episode of Pokemon Feet is brought to you by Loot Anime, the monthly subscription service for sweet anime gear. Hey everybody, welcome to Pokemon Feet, Pokemon facts, Easter eggs, and trivia. I'm going to try to teach you something you don't know about the Pokemon series. But if I fail, whatever. Let's do it. Sometimes a Pokemon's Pokedex entry sheds new light onto an otherwise familiar creature. For example, were you aware that when Vulpix is born, it has only a single snow-white tail? This single white tail splits from its tip as it grows older, changing into the orange color we know today. While on the topic of Vulpix, this adorable little fox is based off of the Kitsune of Japanese legend, which have many tails and can breathe fire. Fitting, right? After living a long time, Kitsune supposedly take on spirit forms, which is why Vulpix can learn a variety of ghost-type moves in-game, including Spite, Ominous Wind, Hex, and Grudge. Another interesting Pokedex entry comes from our puffy little friend Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is best known for its singing ability in the anime, which puts everyone in earshot to sleep, much to the Pokemon's dismay. Well, it turns out this singing ability is about all Jigglypuff can actually do. Apparently, when this Pokemon sings, it never pauses to breathe. So, if it's in a battle against an opponent that does not easily fall asleep, Jigglypuff can't breathe, endangering its own life. Gender bending is a thing, and sometimes I guess it's on accident. In the episode The Legend of Thunder, the character Hun is male in the Japanese version, but is thought to be female in the English dub. He had a female voice actress in the dub, but to be fair, he was never specifically referred to as a woman. In the Brazilian version, however, he was definitely referred to as being a female though. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, it's revealed that Blaine created Mewtwo by splicing his own DNA, which he fused into the Pokemon to try to control it. In fact, Blaine's arm is horribly disfigured due to this incident, and the two are able to tell when the other is nearby thanks to this DNA link. Another horrible side effect of this procedure, however, is that it tied their fates together, meaning that if one dies, so will the other. A few of you guys requested some glitches, so these next couple of facts are for you. First up, let's talk about the long-forgotten game Pokemon Colosseum. Much like you can have infinite Master Balls in Pokemon Red and Blue, you can have infinite Master Balls in Colosseum as well. It's a 4-step process, but it's really not that hard. Step 1. Get into a battle with a Shadow Pokemon. Step 2. With the first Pokemon, remember all battles in this game were double battles, throw a Pokeball of your choosing. Step 3. With the second Pokemon, press X or Y and change the position of the Pokeball you're about to throw to any other slot in the bag. Step 4. You will still have your ball. Rinse and repeat. You can also easily purify all of the Shadow Pokemon in your party through a different in-game glitch. The cliffs in Agate Village directly to the left and right of the hill at the entrance are buggy. While walking downwards on either one of these small cliffs, there are two specific points where the player will hit the edge, continue to walk, and cause the screen to start to shake. Unplugging your controller while still holding down the control stick at the same time this is happening will keep the bug going, and the game will think you're continuously walking around. Feel free to leave the game going as long as you need to, and return later to see your party's empty heart gauges. Another glitch occurs in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, where if Haze thaws out a frozen Pokemon on a turn when that frozen Pokemon was supposed to recharge from using Hyper Beam, it will remove the freeze status, but the Pokemon will not be able to move again until it faints. This glitch is actually similar to the Skydrop glitch in Generation 5 that got the move banned from competitive play. Speaking of old Pokemon games, Pokemon Yellow gave players the opportunity to play the handheld in a similar manner as to how the anime unfolded. This involves starting with a special Pikachu that follows you around outside of battle. If the Pikachu from Pokemon Yellow is uploaded to Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2 and used to battle, that very Pikachu's voiceover changes to be done by Ash's Pikachu's actual voice actress, Ikue Otani, and has unique sound effects. Also in Pokemon Stadium, there was a 7-letter limit for trainer names, so some trainer classes underwent some name changes. A few of the more interesting include bug catchers being called Bug Boys, bird keepers were called Bird Boys, gentleman became simply Old Man, and engineers were referred to as Mr. Fix. Pokemon Stadium is also the only game where Lance doesn't use a Dragonite at any point in the game. And to end off this episode, we're gonna keep it old school. Did you know Pokemon Snap was originally called Jack and the Beanstalk? I'm not even kidding. That's why you see a fake development team named Jack and Beans in the opening screen for Pokemon Snap. The game was also going to be made for the Nintendo 64 disk drive before its failure in the marketplace. And for a long time, the game didn't even have Pokemon in it. So what changed? Well, the developers eventually realized that there was no actual incentive to take good photos in the game, so they went ahead with the Pocket Monsters theme. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching this week's episode of Pokemon Feet. If you liked it, feel free to let me know with a like or a comment. Both of those are pretty freaking amazing. And if you think you could put up with me again, maybe even hit that subscribe button. I don't know, optional, but it'd be pretty cool. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this week. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope to see you next time on another episode of Pokemon Feet.
Who's that Pokemon?
Foot.
Lipard. Nyan.
Foot.
Hey everybody, one last thing before I go. I want to give a huge shout out to Loot Anime for sponsoring this video and making it possible. I know I just put one out like 4 days ago, 2 days ago now, but they came and they contacted me and they were like, hey, we've got this Loot Anime thing, and I was like, I love anime, so I was like, I gotta do this, I gotta do it. It's mid-December, Christmas is right around the corner, and I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Loot Crate. They just kind of deliver cool memorabilia to your door once a month in crate form. They have different kinds of crates. The regular Loot Crate, if you want like the standard Loot Crate, you sign up by December 19th. You can get the December one still. If you want the anime one, you can sign up by the 27th. I have a link down in my description below. If you use the promo code ALEX, I'm a promo code now. That's kind of hype. You get 10% off, which is super cool. And I know the theme for this month, the anime theme is enchantment. So it focuses around magical anime such as like Fairy Tail and No Game No Life. And I hear you get like an exclusive shirt, a couple other exclusive memorabilia items. So it sounds pretty cool. And coming from a really big weeb, you know, I was really hyped to get contacted by these guys. So just a huge thank you to them. If you guys, even if you're not interested or if you're just curious, click the link. If you're not, you could tweet at them, tell them you saw it. I'm sure that means a lot. It would mean a lot to me. Tell them you actually saw this. And so other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great weekend and a great Christmas. I hope I see you again before Christmas, but no promises. And other than that, you know, bake some cookies, because cookies are good. I'll see you next time.